How's it going? This is the man also known as Jay, back with the second installment of a video that I made a couple of days ago that was titled Reasons Why the Dating Game is So Messed Up. And I want to jump right into it. First and foremost, I want to start out by saying, fellas, you know what I'm saying, you have to date low maintenance women. Find out if a woman is interested in you, the type of person that you are, as opposed to what you can do for her. You know what I'm saying? Because not all women, but the vast majority of women, they want to know what you know, what status you are up front. You know, they want to know your career and stuff like that, and they to them, that is very, very superior, and they want to know how financially secure that you are and stuff like that, and that is so important to them. You know what I'm saying? As far as getting to know you for you, and kind of let that aspect of it fall into place. They won't do that. They want to know, you know, what your pockets look like. In other words, to be blunt on that part. But some mama will come out and and really ask you, which would be a red flag, because that would be signs of a gold digger. But you need to be able to gauge and be able to differentiate, if she wants you for you, or if she wants you for, the things that you can provide for her. And like I told you guys before, stop being so blinded by the fact that, hey, she has a gorgeous face and a nice figure, beauty and body, what I'm saying, and y'all let that cloud y'all judgment, and what I'm saying, and then next thing you know, you coming out your pockets and trying to impress these women, what I'm saying. Never do that, because it makes you look desperate. I told y'all this before, what I'm saying. So I'm being redundant here, but at the same time, I'm trying to get you guys to see, what type of woman that you should be talking to, especially you young fellas, you young cats, y'all trying to enter this dating arena, and y'all need to be able to gauge and see what a woman's interests are, and if her interests are not about, being with you for you, then you need to get rid of her and move on to somebody else, and don't waste time with something that, that will possibly not work. But anyway, uh, that's really important to them. They want to know what you have, as opposed to, how can I be a friend to you and be, your confidant, and somebody that that you can be with, and it's more than just sex. What I'm saying. You have to communicate with these women, and a lot of these women, uh, it's hard to communicate with, because for one, they're a lot of them, they're controlling, and they want things to work their way. What I'm saying, and they selfish, and they don't want. Uh, it's like little that a man can do to come into agreement with them. And that's another type of woman that you need to get rid of. These controlling type of women, because she's gonna want the whole thing to work to her convenience. It's like it's either her way or the highway. So those are the type of women that you need to type of women that you need to be aware of. And you need to be trying to find women that that holds your best interest at heart, and will have your back through the thick and thin, and the good, the bad, the happy, the sad. That's the type of woman, and that's the whole premise of entering a relationship, because you need that person who possess those qualities. It's more than just about what you can spend on her. You know what I'm saying? And you have to gauge that, you know, and stop giving these women so much power. You know, a lot of you guys be giving women that power. You know, you shouldn't be giving women that power. You know, because she's gonna overpower you, and she's gonna get what she wants, and she's not gonna care about you. So y'all need to stop. You know, trying to impress them so much. But anyway, some of these women talk about what they want and stuff like that, and you know, some of them are lame. Some of them, you know, they don't hold good conversation. You know, they whack in bed. You know, they'll just lay there and, you know, let you do what you need to do. And, you know, and they talking about how great they are and stuff like that. But when you really break them down, and, you know, you really get to see what type of person they are. You know, some of them are lame. You know, they don't hold no conversation. You know, you can't talk to them about different situations and about life and different events. You know, social, political, or anything like that. And you know, unless you got to pull conversation out of them, you know, instead of, you know, them returning the conversation, you know, doing the reciprocal, you know, back and forth conversation. Some women, you can't even hold a decent conversation with them. You know what I'm saying? You know, they talk about bullshit, talk about shit that's irrelevant and stuff like that. But yet they want a man to be this and be that. You know, when a lot of them, they don't possess those qualities themselves. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be trying to find women that you know, uh that you can relate to, and, you know, and that she can relate to you. So anyway, uh one of the reasons why the dating game is messed up, because there's no communication. You know what I'm saying? You have to communicate with your partner or whatever, potential partner. You know, and that's going back to, you know, being able to gauge, you know, where she's coming from, you know, understanding each other and stuff like that. And, you know, it's not like how it used to be back in the day, you know, where you be able to talk to a woman up front. You know, nowadays you got all this modern technology, you know, with the cell phone and, you know, computer, you know, it's texting and sending emails. You know, I like the old-fashioned way. You know, you just talk to a woman straight up. You know, face to face is a better interaction than using computers and stuff like that. You can really gauge a person better, you know, up front. You know, as opposed to communicating that way. And it enhances the communication. You know, you could really see what's going on. Is, you know, I mean, you could do it through computers too, but it's a better interaction when you're talking to a person face to face or on the phone or something like that. But another thing, guys, you know, if you can, you know, you may want to go over to another country. You know what I'm saying? I've heard stories about, they say women in other countries are more humble, and, you know, they don't have that gold digger mentality, or, you know, they're not after a man because, you know, he has money or whatever. You know, they're not after what he has in his wallet. And some of them are sexual, you know, if that's what you're looking for, you know. So I mean, I've never been out of America before, so I don't know. I'm only going by what I heard, but, you know, that might be an option. This is what I'm basically saying. You know, try that if you have the financial means to do so. You know, you might want to go explore foreign countries and meet more exotic women. You know, because it is heard that American women, you know, that's all they want. You know, somebody that's you know, that can lavish them and provide for them financially. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so that might be an option too. So that's something to think about. Maybe you want to stack up some money and take a plane to a foreign country or any other type of transportational method, and go explore and go somewhere. And the only way you're going to be able to do that if you do it yourself. You can't really go by what you heard so much, you know by what somebody's saying. So you have to go and see for yourself, what type of women that you can interact with, as opposed to American women. Then you'll know for yourself what type of, based on the type of experiences that you have. But mainly, men and women need to come together, and they need to communicate more, and then you wouldn't have all these troublesome relationships and troublesome marriages and stuff like that. You need to really get down and communicate and stop basing everything on money and material possessions, and then you wouldn't have all this that much. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have people complaining about their relationship woes, because you don't really hear, really next to never, you don't really hear people of other races coming on here complaining about their relationship woes. But communication plays a big factor. If there's no communication, there's no relation. And do what you need to do, and stop dealing with women that's not worth your time. Basically, that's the advice that I'm gonna give you, fellas. I hope y'all listen to it, take heed to what I'm saying. Enjoy yourself with your dating adventures, and keep your guard up. You know, so you won't get messed over, because if you let these women mess over you, they will. So that's the advice that Jay is gonna give y'all. And then but anyway, I'm about to stop this video, and that's basically all I wanted to say. So until then, y'all take care. The man also known as Jay, signing off. Peace.